Good afternoon and welcome to Garden Wise Adventures. My name is Malie and today we're going to do another plant of the week, and it's one of the plants that has been in full bloom for the past few weeks, and that is the Forsythia. Now if you see a plant that has bright yellow flowers, that is a Forsythia. It's one of the very first shrubs that bloom in the spring. Now I have a couple of them that you can't see very well on my property, but let me show you what I have. Now, if you can see the flowers, the yellow flowers hanging over the junipers, that is one of my Forsythia. I can't remember the name of it right now, so I'll put it on screen, but it's one of the larger ones. And I wanted it to fill in between my really wild privets and give me a little bit of color up there in the spring. I've let these privets go because they block the house, the view of the house behind me. This is a wild area, so I don't really care how big they get, but these Forsythias can get huge. Let me show you a couple of different Forsythias, the different sizes they can get, and how to choose the right one for you. Now I'm going to show you several different pictures of Forsythia, and the trick with having Forsythia on your property is to choose the proper size of Forsythia for your spot. They come in all different sizes. Now let me show you what happens if you choose a Forsythia that is too big. Now, as you can see, I'm going to show you a couple of different pictures. These Forsythia were not the proper size. They have to be continually sheared back. It's in the entrance to a park, and they get too wide for that area and block the driveways into the park. So they've had to shear them down. As you look deep into these bushes, they've been sheared back so much that it's pretty much all wood. That is not a pretty look. Here's another picture of some Forsythia that could have been left to grow to their natural size, but the city has chosen to shear them every year. Maybe it's actually not the city, maybe it's the landscape companies that maintain them, but they are not properly maintained. They're sheared every year, and they are not a pretty plant right now. Now the next Forsythia that I'm going to show you is the right size for the right area, and they have not sheared it. And the difference is like night and day. It's an absolutely gorgeous plant. They are just plain green leaves all summer long, so they make a nice backdrop. But in the spring they shine. Here's another Forsythia. I'm not exactly sure on the variety, but it's one of the smaller varieties. This is as big as it will get. And a school has used this in around its parking lot. As you can see, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's the right size. They'll never have to shear these plants. They can just let them get to their full natural size, and they'll always fit that area. So if you'd like Forsythia, they are great plants. They are pretty drought tolerant. They come in different sizes. First plant to bloom in the spring. They don't have huge fertilizer requirements. And if you choose the right size for the right area, they have very little maintenance required. So think about a Forsythia if you have an area on your property, and it should be a plant that you'd really enjoy. Now, if you enjoy these videos, if they are helpful to you, please like and subscribe. I also have a playlist of other plants of the week that I've done, and you can look through those videos. So go have a wonderful garden adventure and enjoy the beautiful weather.